Well, here's a surprising fact. 51% of India still buys smartphone offline. So all those phones that you see in public, every alternate phone is bought offline. So we are here offline, and the biggest player offline is Vivo. So this is their latest series, Vivo V60. It feels like V50 just launched. So in simple words, Vivo has this Series T, which is online centric. Then they have the FE series, which is slightly compact phone. And then there's this Vivo V series, which is offline centric. It's like a good balance between good camera and decent performance. It has this proper triple camera setup with Zeiss collaboration, good features like IP rating. So the question that has to be asked is, how does this Vivo V60 series fit in all of their lineup? How good is the camera? Moreover, is there a catch? Well, this is Prateek, TechWise, and just hold on to your horses. Let's freaking go. Now, before we jump onto the design and all the exciting bits, you get this box. Inside the box, you get the phone, some paperwork. Oh, that's a good quality case. A 90-watt flash charge adapter, a Type A to Type C cable, and of course, a premium SIM ejector tool. So everything you need is right here. So none of that charger sold separately BS. By the way, this video is made in collaboration with Vivo, so we'll mostly talk about the features and specs of the phone. Now, the first thing that caught my eye is the design. Like, have a look at this. You get a glass pack with a matte finish. We have it in this golden color. Vivo likes to call it auspicious gold. Auspicious gold. You also get it in this blue and grey color. The phone weighs around 200 to 204 grams. And the good thing is that it is only 7.65 mm thick. And this is after packing a 6500 mAh battery. Now, I've been using it as my daily driver for a while now. And on the front, you get short diamond shield glass. And we have tested it. Off the camera, I accidentally dropped it once on a tile and it survived. But then again, use a scratch guard or tempered glass. Plus you get IP68 and IP69 rating, so it can survive water splashes or maybe even your clumsy friend. Now sure, design can be subjective. Some like it flashy, some like it minimal. But what's not subjective is the display. See, the display here is big and has curves all around, just the way I like. Now, the display quality is good. I was binge watching the new season of Wednesday. The color, sharpness, everything felt super crisp. Also, you get HDR support on both YouTube and Netflix. Now, if you compare the display quality with the V50, things might look similar, but there are few slight improvements. First, the peak brightness has now gone up to 5000 nits, but more importantly, even the HBM, high brightness mode, has gone up. So if you place the V50 and V60 side by side in direct sunlight, the V60 looks brighter and easier to see outdoors. Another upgrade is when you play a 4K HDR video, the V50 used to stutter and skip frames in between. Thankfully, that's not the case with V60. Now, before we move on to the cameras and performance, let's quickly talk about the battery. It comes with a big 6500 mAh lithium-ion battery, and in our usage of scrolling through numerous reels, switching between multiple apps, casual gaming, and continuously listening to music during workout, it easily lasted me over 1.5 days on a single charge. And speaking of charging, it can go from 5 to 100% in 1 hour with a 90-watt flash charger, of course, charger in the box. And now coming to the part which you all have been waiting for, the cameras. The Vivo V60 comes with a triple camera setup, and you get the Zeiss collaboration which you see with every Vivo flagship. Now the interesting thing here is the telephoto camera that you get here is the same as the Vivo X200 flagship. So here you get the Zeiss natural color mode, and here's the before and after. The colors look more natural, closer to life, but I personally like this vivid color mode. The color looks punchy, so most of the photos are taken in this mode only. Now the main camera takes really good photos, like the color just pops out, and even in portrait mode, the edge detection and sharpness around my beard, everything is on point. There's also this TX telephoto camera that takes really good portrait photos. Here are some samples, and you get a bunch of Zeiss portrait modes like sonar, biotar. My favorite is the Cine Flare mode, like it adds that lens flare thing. I remember back in the day I used to use an app to put that in my photos. In zoom, it can go up to 100x. Like this is the 1x, 10x and 100x photo. The 100x photo is still usable, but the good thing is even at 10x zoom, the images still have good details and colors. In terms of the ultra wide angle camera, it does a good job in good lighting condition, but as the light goes down, it's kind of average. Also in terms of selfies, it get a 50 megapixel front camera, and as you can see, the selfies come out good. In terms of videos, you can shoot at 4K 30 FPS from the main camera and also at 4K 30 FPS from the front camera. So you can have an idea of the video as well as mic quality. However, you do not get 4K 30 FPS recording on the ultra wide angle lens since it's 8 megapixels. Now there's also some interesting additions this time. Like first up, there's wedding mode. Let's say you are at a wedding party and you want to quickly post a story. Just pick a template, shoot the clip, and the photo automatically adds music, transition and effect. So you can directly post this to Instagram for stories or share it on Calculator, IRCTC, Swiggy, whatever app you use. Basically, it's like that Insta Edits app, but it does all the editing for you. And then there's stage mode. So if you ever happen to get a ticket to a stand-up comedy show, then you can get clean shots. But the hard part is getting the tickets itself. photo comes out well. So overall, if you see, you get a solid set of cameras on the Vivo V60, and there are a lot of features to use which you don't see in other mid-range phones. Now, so far the Vivo V60 looks like a pretty balanced phone, right? But here are some places that it is just decent. See, the V series in the past couple of years has been known for bringing the flagship level cameras from the X series to the more affordable price tag, and because of that, performance takes a hit. So this one right here comes with the new Snapdragon 7 Gen 4 8GB LPDDR4X RAM and 128GB UFS 2.2 storage. And I know what you're thinking. Wait, Pratik, we have seen 7 Gen 3 or even 7 Plus Gen 3 or that 6 Gen 4. So what exactly is the 7 Gen 4? Is it better? In simple words, yes. It's an upgrade over 7 Gen 3. So we ran the AnTuTu benchmark. It gives an overall score to the phone measuring the CPU, GPU, RAM performance. So it scored around 9.7 lakh, which is a good improvement compared to the V50. We also ran CPU throttling test here, and it's all greener, just like you. You're a green flag. Rest in day-to-day tasks like switching between apps, scrolling through reels, and some casual gaming, it will just get the job done. And speaking of software, the Vivo V60 still comes with FunTouch OS 15 based on Android 15. And it will get 4 years of OS update and 6 years of security update. Quite an upgrade from the last time. And you do get a bunch of helpful AI features like this new AI 4 season, which lets you literally change the background vibe of your photo from Surat to Srinagar all in one swipe. Apart from that, you get an AI eraser, AI photo expand, which works phenomenally, AI reflection erase. Now you do get Google Gemini here, which supports more apps now. So you can now trigger it on YouTube and ask questions about the video like, what genes is Sydney Sweeney referring to in this ad? And how is it related to hair color? Now you do get some pre-installed third-party apps which can be easily uninstalled. Also, it's good to see that hot apps and hot games are disabled. Overall, I would say the experience here is decent. Like the AI features are only limited to the image part as of now. So what's the conclusion here? So the Vivo V60 starts from 36,999 and you get some card discounts as well. And the sale goes live on the 19th of August. And one thing I have noticed is out of all the smartphone camera collaborations out there in the market, the Vivo and Zeiss one seems the best. Like you pick any Vivo phone at any price with Zeiss collaboration, it has one of the best cameras in that price point. And same is the case here with Vivo V60. It sits around 35 to 40,000 rupees. It's a good camera-centric phone with a good design, a bright and beautiful display. Also, you can visit offline stores and try out the phone. They also have a very solid service center presence, whether you live in tier 1, tier 2 or tier 3 city. Like my sister is posted in Balia. There's no Uber there. But I could still find an offline Vivo store and Vivo service center. So that's how deep the offline presence is. Let us know in the comments what are your thoughts on the Vivo V60 and do you prefer buying phones online or offline? Tell us in the comments on that note. This is Pratik signing off. See you in the next video. Pew pew.